Hello, Gülşah. How are you?
Hello, Beril. I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. A little bit sad because this is our last discussion video,
Yes.
and today's topic is technologies for teaching and learning in L2 listening and speaking. So first of all, I want to say that the listening and speaking are two skills that are very correlated with each other, because one of them is input and the other one is output. So for listening, you need to understand the vocabularies, the pronunciation of the words, different accents, intonation, etc. When it comes to speaking, you need to produce using the language itself, considering a variety of different vocabularies and intonation, correct usage of pronunciation to speak clearly. So for this reason, if you want to improve one of them, you need to consider both of them, actually. So before speaking, you need to receive lots of inputs to understand the nature of the language. And the more you speak, the better you understand the listening. So in this case, actually the technology can offer lots of benefits to the learners and the teachers, and especially for listening, actually. So I want to ask you that, how would you use technological tools for listening in this case?
First of all, I want to say to you hi, and this is our last video recording, so that we are sad a little bit.
Yeah.
And when it comes to your question, first of all, as you know, there's so many platforms to using the listening tools from the internet, and while you're seeing the advertisements from the internet, these can be accepted as a listening tools actually. And YouTube, everybody's using these tools every day, every minute in the worldwide, and also podcasts, as you know. There's kind of videos, digital environments, and these all things can be accepted as a listening parts and listening tools. And also one of my cousins who is 3 or 4 years old, and she is always watching YouTube channels, so that her mother and father, they don't know English, but she can say one or two kind of vocabulary. So it's a different thing. She can use these vocabularies meaning way, without understanding, without explaining to someone. And I can say that listening is a really important part of to speaking actually. And I want to ask you the same question actually. What do you think about these tools, and what kind of tools would you use for your lessons?
Actually, I agree with you. Those are great tools, especially YouTube. It's a great tool for both listening and speaking. I will talk in detail for speaking part later, but I want to show you two different websites. Let me share my screen first. So, can you see it, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. The first one is called as English. I think it's very good. I saw it in my internship lessons. My teacher used it a couple of times. So the main focus in here to understand and improve your English pronunciation. So in here you can search for a word, and then you can choose specific accents actually. For example, let's write planet, and let's choose UK accent. And then it shows you a YouTube video, and the video contains the vocabulary itself and its pronunciation.
No one's ever tried to vaccinate an entire planet as
like this. And also it gives you the subtitles, so while you are listening, you can also read it. And you can go to the next video if you don't like the chosen one. I think it's a very good website, and it's really authentic material for me.
Also, you can see how the vocabulary used in sentences.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, it's a very good website. As I said, you can choose a specific accent, or you can choose all. And then another website is called as Woki. In here, you can create your own talking character. You can create a cartoon, animal, or a historical figure, for example, like this one. What is it? This is Artemis. And so you can customize it as you wish. The clothes or the hair, everything basically. And in here, you can both improve your speaking and listening, because you can record your voice in here, or you can write something in here for your character to say. For example, let's write hello, and when we click here,
hello,
she will vocalize it, your character. So for example, you can give a voice of fictional or historical character with this application. And it's very motivational and interesting for the learners, I think, because you are the one who is creating your character, and you are choosing everything, and you are using your imagination and creativity at this point. So
it can increase the students' motivation. Actually, it's kind of a game.
Yes, that's why it has lots of visuals in it, and it's dynamic. I think this is the thing why it is very fun. About this. So I want to ask you that what do you think about these tools? I mean, did you use them before?
Actually, I used Woki, I guess, third year or second year our school, university, but I didn't use English, and I really love it, because while students to understand, to teach them to vocabularies, we can open this English, and we can make them to understand pronunciations will be permanent, so that I will use English. But yes, I use the Woki for my blog. So I created, I guess, a punk girl, and I don't remember so much. But these tools are really good for speaking, and also I want to give an example, Cambly, as you know, Cambly, which is a platform that students and native speakers get meeting there. So what do you, if you want to introduce, if you want to improve your English speaking, actually, you are getting the rooms, chat rooms about the Cambly, and you can speak every kind of topics, whatever if you want, and it's just their aims improve their language, their speaking, and you can ask, you can make mistakes, and you can ask everything to your teacher, and while you are speaking, your misunderstanding, your misspelling is decreasing, and with the help of your teacher, and with the help of your teacher, your English will be improved. And also, while English lessons, we can use Google Maps, as you know, while students learn directions, we can open an whenever place, I don't know. For example, we can open Kadıköy, and one student say the other one, excuse me, how can I go to Moda, for example? And with the help of the directions of the Google Maps, the other student can answer the friend's question. And we can use these fun activities in the classroom environment. It will be more beneficial for students' improvement of English, and also these information and these topics will be permanent with the help of these tools, actually. What do you think about it? Do you want to add something?
And also, I want to add the TED Talks. You didn't mention that, right?
Yes.
They're also great sources, and you can choose anything you want about any topic. So, I mean, you can decide what to listen according to your preferences in there. Actually, it's a very great listening tool, I think.
Yes, you also get new informations about the new topics.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
And this is also beneficial.
Yeah.
And so, okay, right now, I also want to talk about speaking part a little bit, if that's okay with you, or do you want to add something?
No, it's okay for me.
Okay, for speaking, you know, it's very problematic in Turkey. We have problems about speaking, and sometimes people may think that how is it beneficial to replace face-to-face communication with technology-based tools? But in here, I think we shouldn't try to replace it, actually. Rather, we should try to find ways to improve speaking skills with the help of technology. So, because you don't always find a chance to speak face to face, or you may not find someone to speak. So we have an opportunity like technology, so why don't use it? I mean, so I think we shouldn't stick to the traditional methods, and we need to try to be more open-minded with it, with using different kind of tools and applications, because the needs are changing as well with the developing technology itself. So for the speaking, what kind of tools you can use, for example, for your lessons?
For speaking, we can use, as I said, Cambly, and also we can make native speaker friends from the chat boxes, from the digital environment, and with the help of the digital platform friends, we can both improve our writing, and we can speak with the help of the webcam, and we can open our webcam and introduce ourselves and ask their friends life, their education life. The main aim is kind of establishing a few sentences, because it will be more beneficial than reading a book from the grammar book, actually. So that it will be beneficial for every student getting a native friend from the internet, actually.
I want to give a couple of examples as well. So, like I said, YouTube videos are great sources for speaking and listening. For example, as a outside of the classroom, activity or improvement. I was taking for IELTS exams for speaking parts. I watched some YouTube videos. There were some mock exams, and in those kind of videos, there is an examiner and asking questions to the examinee and tried. So while after examiner asked a question to the examinee, I was stopping the video and answering those questions by myself, and then continue to watch the video and comparing my answers with the people in the video. I don't know who are they, but so this kind of process may make the learners more autonomous because you are taking the responsibility for your own learning with your own style. And also while answering those questions, you can record your voice if you want, and then listen to your voice again to look for the deficiencies or the parts you need to improve more. And also these discussion videos are a great example for improving your speaking. I mean, you can ask your students to do pair work and review a topic you have covered in lessons so that they can improve your speaking with the help of these kind of videos. And also listening, because they will listen their pairs as well, I think.
Yeah, I heard, I haven't heard like this something from studying the IELTS from YouTube, but I will search about it. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's fun actually, by the way, trying to answer those questions by yourself. I mean, you didn't have to do this for only preparing IELTS exam. You can do it on your free time also.
Also, you can compare your answers and other people's answers, and it will be nice to understanding your mistakes or truth.
Yeah. So yeah, the technology has lots of benefits. We can say that, especially for listening and also speaking as well. But we need to know that how should we use them effectively, and how to design activities with using those tools. I mean, trying to create activities are also an important point. But at this point, I think you should consider your students, their needs, and their levels. It changes.
Yes.
So yeah. Thank you for the discussion. Do you want to add something else?
Thank you so much. These discussions are really beneficial for
for me too.
I think, and it was really nice to discuss with you the topics and digital environment topics. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. Thank you. Thank you for all the discussions. So I'm stopping the recording.
Okay.
See you then. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.